Right, so a couple of people saw that I posted on the Sim Racers group earlier, and I asked if the Lenovo Explorer was compatible without too much fiddling about. And on a whim, I decided I'm going to just get that game. I actually got it for less than €20. It's €55 on Steam. I'll post a link to the CD key that I got in the description below. And basically, most of the game when you're not actually driving is just this kind of theater, kind of cinema-like mode. You just see a 2D screen in front of you. This is just the start screen. You basically get into the game, the same as with other games on Lenovo Explorer or OpenVR. You open your mixed reality portal first. Make sure you do the whole look left, look right, look down thing. Then start up the game. And I didn't actually have to do anything at all. It just picked it up. So even though all the release stuff is saying Oculus this, Oculus that, it seems to already have the support built in. So let's just go ahead and start here. It feels a little bit familiar. I did a lot of Dirt. I never played Dirt in VR, but one thing that kind of got me straight away was so you can use your D-pad if you have a G27 gearbox or whatever. You can use your gearbox or your D-pad on that, or you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard. I couldn't figure out how to get, you see the way it says my team, free play, store, options, extras, stuff like that. I couldn't figure out how to get there. It turns out it automatically detected my G27 and you just use the flappy paddles to navigate those. So one thing that I did have to set up inside an input, even though it detected all of my keyboard, my G27, my Arduino Leonardo, which is my handbrake, and my Fanatec pedals, I went in and I had to set them up a little bit. So it doesn't actually show you when you press the pedals. It doesn't show you that they're actually hooked up. But so there's a little bit of trial and error there. But I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll go back to this part here, the interesting part, which is I guess the gameplay. So I saw a little review by Random Call Sign, and it seemed like it was really slowing down his PC, and he's on a 1080 Ti. I'm only on a 1080 and an older spec machine, so I was like, you know, is it going to absolutely crucify my machine? But I've only done one stage just to make sure that this was set up okay, and that this video wouldn't be terrible. But I'll show you what it is. So we're still in this theater mode. One thing that I did have to do was do the recentering of the VR headset because the screen was like way down low. You can hear the familiar Dirt sounds. I can skip this just by hitting enter. So I hit enter. You get this start menu. Go to start.
Next time, try using your voice to leave a game. Just say, go to start.
Actually just
To open the
bounced me
start
out there.
menu, say, go to start again.
Don't know why it's complaining just now. Okay, back in the game. Something just on my computer just popped up, so sorry about that. You have to use this reset view thing. I haven't gotten any keyboard bindings for it yet, and control space doesn't seem to work for me. So if we just go to continue, once we actually line up,
start 30 crest and 3 left long and 5 right long.
so you get your first
Good luck.
case notes. And then it pops you into the actual car. So as you can see, I'm actually not centered right now, which is a little bit weird. So you have to hit escape, reset view. You can kind of see the outline. It's all a bit blurry, but now when you hit continue, my head is where I'd expect it to be. There's my co-driver, and so far, see, I don't have an FPS counter or anything like that up, but it's really smooth. the handbrake is detected. I can use the handbrake in game, but I had to bind a button on my gearbox or on my steering wheel as well, because it wouldn't actually recognize my handbrake at the start line. So maybe that's just a calibration issue.
Go. 30, crest and 3 left long, and 5 right long. 30.
So you'll have to forgive my driving, and this is only like a 100 horsepower car, so I'm not going to be a hero. I actually do find that the VR is very, very good. It feels a lot more. I'm a lot less. Oops! Oh, that's absolutely terrible. Too much talking. I find that I'm far less brave than I was on 2D screens in the first Dirt Rally. Now maybe it's just a kind of an inbuilt discipline from having played these games so much, but I find myself not driving to 100% of what I think I can.
Turn unseen, 2 left tightens.
You actually get some body language from the co-driver as well, which is kind of cool.
2 right long, opens 50.
As I say, I didn't do any setup whatsoever. Feedback feels okay. I could do with some more power in it, but I'm not sure if that's just a G27 thing but it's enough. I can definitely feel the bumps, feel when I've got traction, when I'm losing traction. I usually, in Dirt 1, I turned off the pace notes showing up in that kind of arcade fashion. I like to actually listen to the co-driver. My wipers are coming on for some reason, I'm not sure. Maybe because there's dirt. I think the dirt builds up on the car as you go through the stage.
50. Flat middle of a crest, 150.
The VR really changes the game. I mean, you properly get a sense of the speed now.
1 right long.
And I kind of, it's almost like I felt in Dirt 1 when I pulled the handbrake, it never really did what I thought it was going to do. But in this, it really does. I think the 3D allows you to notice when the back is kicking out as well, which is very nice.
Opens 6. Into 2 left long. 30. 1 left. And 1 right long. Opens flat of a crest. 80.
I'm not really noticing any frame jumps or anything like that. It all seems very smooth to me, and the graphics are pretty good. I haven't actually touched the graphics settings at all.
30. Small cut, 5 left of a crest bump. 50.
Just listening out for the low numbered corners. So I think this is a fast section.
Keep left of a 50. 2 left long.
Small wall run. Oh, that's not good.
Into 3 right.
Too much talking.
30.
Co-driver's giving out to me. Am I driving too slow, Ted?
Small cut, 3 left. Into 5 right long. 160.
So all in all, I'd say if you're on the fence, if you have an OpenVR headset or a Windows Mixed Reality headset or whatever, just go for it. As is the nature with Steam games, you can try them out anyway, and you can return it if you're not happy. So, but I'm definitely happy with this. This is pretty amazing. I can definitely imagine having some of the lads around and just seeing who can get the best times on stages. And
into slow, 1 right long, don't cut. Into 2 left long. Into 2 right long.
this is exactly what I wanted from a rally game. I always like the slower cars anyway, though.
6 left.
And I really feel like you should earn the faster cars. A lot of people just jump straight into the faster cars. I think it's very unfair to jump into a fast car and then go and complain on social media that a game isn't realistic, because obviously the slower the car, the more like real life experiences it is, and as you get good at the slower cars, the faster cars actually start to make a bit more sense.
Right 100, 3 right long, opens and tightens.
I haven't messed with any of the suspension settings here either, so this is surprisingly smooth for what it is. Oop.
Turn 2 left long.
Ouch. Into the field. How do I recover?
50, turn 2 left long.
Oh, nice body damage as well. Let's see, can I change my view? Oh, there's someone walking in their front lawn there.
Into
That's
2
pretty
right
cool.
long,
Nice
opens
detail.
of a crest, 50. Crest and 2 left, small cut. Into 5 right long.
Again, I'm usually a lot faster than this.
50. 5 right.
Shouldn't be talking and driving at the same time.
Tightens of a crest.
Yeah, I see absolutely no issues with the graphics, to be honest. Like I have
And crest.
an
Into 3
i7
right long.
4771K.
Opens. 80.
I've got 20 gigs of RAM.
Middle of a crest. 80.
It's a decent system.
Keep right into narrow,
It's good enough
6
for
left long, 50.
good VR. The 1080 really helps it.
Turn 1 left. Don't cut.
But I'd say you could run this with a 1060 or a 1070, no problem.
4 right long.
I don't think it's registering my clutch, because when I'm hitting my clutch, it's not. So there might be just some auto clutch or something engaged.
150. Slow.
The
6
3D
left
is
into
just
turn, 1 left cut.
out of this world. He said 1 left, did he? Oh no! Got away with
Left
it.
long. Into 6 right. Extra long. 60. Flat long crest. 30. 60. Flat long crest. 30 over finish. Into don't cut. 6 right to stop.
That's pretty cool. Alright, that's about it.
That
Go
stage
buy the
was
game.
tough,
20 quid,
but
you
it
can't go
felt
wrong.
fast.